Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Joseph and it's great to have you here today. Today, I'm starting a new series called INTJ Perspective, of which this is the very first episode. And perhaps it's all the more fitting that today I'm talking about New Year's resolutions. Now, what is INTJ Perspective, you ask? It's where I give my personal opinion on any topic, whether it's something that I personally enjoyed, whether it's something that's happened in the news or the world around us, or something such as an event, holiday, or whatever. I will give you my personal perspective on the topic at hand. But getting back to that, New Year's resolutions, from my perspective, are not good things. They are a waste of time. But saying that doesn't give any point to it. So let's get to a few points as to why I don't like New Year's resolutions. One of the first reasons why I don't like New Year's resolutions is, why do you want to set a defined start time of a new year to start trying to do something, to start doing something in general? That, for me, makes zero sense, because you have 365 days in a year to start something, to start moving forward, taking action on something that you want to do. So why do you just set a defined point in time of a brand new year? It doesn't make sense. I get it that for some people it is a renewed, refreshed experience of a whole brand new year, but that doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of things if it's something that you really want to do. Another thing that kind of drives me insane is people will make grand plans to these resolutions, such as, I want to lose weight, or I want to exercise more. But then after a few months, that just falls through because they didn't back it with a plan. If you're going to do anything, any kind of resolution, you have to make a plan. Another reason why I don't like New Year's resolutions is they are more or less a fad. They are a byproduct of the time of year. This time of year, having worked in retail, I see it all the time, where exercise equipment goes on sale, the protein shakes go on sale, all this stuff to help people live a better life, to get in shape, set themselves up for a better year, goes on sale, gets marketed, and it sells, but ultimately nothing happens, nothing changes. And that really is another point that bugs me. If you're going to try to effect change in your life, then you have to be persistent with it. It's like work. If you don't follow through, then the work just is pointless. On a more positive note, here are some tips that if you want to go through with a New Year's resolution, on how to get the most out of what you want to resolve to do. The first thing is dedicate time to it. Whether you want to start out small or you want to start out big, it's better to start out small. Take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour at the most. Set that time aside to do what you want to resolve to do, whether it's exercise, losing weight in general, learning a new instrument, learning a new language, whatever you want to do. Set aside 15 minutes to a half hour every day. If you say you don't have the time for it, then I question whether you really want to resolve to do it in the first place. But if you do, take that time out of whatever you would normally do, whether it's watching TV, playing video games, reading, whatever extra stuff that you do in your day, take and chop out that time from. Set aside that 15 minutes to half hour to then take the initiative to make a plan. If you want to lose weight, define how you're going to lose weight. Define the amount of time that you'd like to lose weight in. try to account for some variables here. Try to account for the shifts in schedule and how life could change over a few months. Then start to do it. Start to enact it every day. Go back to that same 15 minutes to half hour scheduled time frame, whether it's 8 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock in the morning, whatever time you have, you set aside that time, schedule it into your regular day-to-day schedule and do it. Just follow through on it every day. If you miss a day, jump right back to it. That is the start of a true New Year's resolution. That is the start of true change. Every day, going back to the same thing to do it. Getting into the idea of constantly being in that routine to always go back to that same thing every day. That's what I personally do. Every day I exercise at the same time frames. 11 o'clock just before lunch and 4 o'clock just before dinner. Whether it's a full hour or a half hour. I do that every day consistently. And if I'm tired one day, then I let it go, and the next day I pick it right back up again. This is something that you train yourself to do because you really can't fully resolve to do something. You have to learn yourself to do it. You have to train yourself into the routine and the mentality to do what you want to do. So in conclusion, yes, I think New Year's resolutions are a fad. Do I think they're bad though? No. If you do them properly, I believe that they can be a good, positive force for change in any person's life. I don't think that they need to be centered around a brand new year, but can be started at any time of the year. But what do you think? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Drop that comment in the comment section down below. Tell me what you think. Also, while you're here, don't forget to give a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.